Good morning, Beeville. This is Cindy Clark from PAC-B TV, and I'm here this morning with Lisa Dell. She's our Onondaga County Clerk. Good morning, Lisa. Thank you for taking time out to come and see us.
Good morning,
I
Cindy.
appreciate it.
I appreciate it. You inviting me to be here.
Well, good. I think we probably start, because I don't know if everybody's aware of all the programs that the county clerk's office offers. I wasn't. We were
That's
talking.
so true. That's so
There's
true.
so many things that you offer. I mean, I even, I worked downtown, and was in the courthouse all the time in the clerk's office, and I didn't realize all the services that you offer. So how about we start out with you just kind of telling us, what the county clerk's office does offer for the public.
Absolutely. So I would say, well, we offer many services. Primarily our office, we take in legal documents for land records. That's the biggest thing. So if you think about, you buy a house, you have a deed, you get a mortgage, all of that paperwork's filed in our office. So it's on record permanently. Besides that, we are records clerk to Supreme and County Court. So any legal documents, if someone's suing something and somebody in Supreme Court and so forth, all that is initiated in our office. Additionally, we are the office where if you're going to start a new business, you would get a business certificate, or they're commonly known as DBAs, and you would come to our office to obtain that. So if I wanted to start Lisa's Flower Shop right here in the village of Allensville, I would go to the county clerk's office, apply for that, make sure that name wasn't taken, pay the fee, and I would get a business certificate the same day, and I can open up my business. We also sell hunting and fishing licenses. We sell New York State Thruway Easy Passes. We even sell federal duck stamps for those duck hunters out there. And we process U.S. passports. So we're one of the, an agent for the U.S. Passport Center. Just like if you go to our local town clerk, you can get your passport, or they process your passport there. Or there's libraries, or there's post offices, you could get it there. But you can also come downtown and do it at our office.
Now, don't you have records? Because I've been in there sometimes in these big old leather-bound books, records of deeds and criminal records,
Yes.
and judgments,
Yes.
and all of that, divorces,
Yes.
all of that. I mean,
Yes.
there's so many books. Now, are they still just books, or is that on computer, or you still have to actually take the book out and open it and look through it?
So we have both. And remind me, talk about divorces, okay? Because I want to get some information out on that if I forget. But we have both. So in 2017, we put a new records management system in, state of the art. Our vendor's COT Systems Incorporated, where for the first time we were able to digitize and put records online. Now, public records, not divorce records. Those are confidential. And so we have billions of documents, paper documents, but August of 2017 and forward, everything we take over the counter is imaged now. And depending on the document, it's returned like your original deed or your original mortgage paperwork is returned to you or your lawyer or the
Right.
banking institution.
Right.
Okay. So we don't have books on those anymore, but we still have the books for deeds and mortgages, and they date back to 1794. Now, I'm proud to say that all our deeds are online now. So if you want to search for your deed, you can go to our website, our homepage, and it tells you where to click to search our document system. Our mortgages, most of our mortgages are on, but hopefully by August of next year, the rest of our mortgages dating back to the beginning of time will be online. And that's important for some of our stakeholders, our title companies, our lawyers who do real estate transactions. So from the comfort of their home or office, because I know a lot of people like to work at home now,
Yeah.
they can go onto our system online, and they could sit in their pajamas if they want and be comfortable and do that. And they can obtain all this information to do title searches. When you buy a house, you need a title search to make sure the property you're buying is free of judgments that you spoke about. And judgments, that's one legal document I forgot to mention. Judgments are filed in our office. So if someone takes a judgment out against you because you didn't pay back a loan, that is filed in our office.
Now, bankruptcies, everything like that?
Bankruptcies, no. Bankruptcies are a federal legal program, and so that's separate.
Okay.
That's
okay.
separate, but definitely judgments and because the county, and I'm glad I have the opportunity to be here because a lot of people don't know what we do. We get a lot of phone calls for things that we don't do, but we always want to be that resource to point you in the right direction. And one of the common calls is on bankruptcies. The other thing, if I can get this out, is people call us because they need a copy of their marriage license. County clerk's office doesn't issue marriage license. In New York State law says only town clerks and city clerks can to issue marriage license. So for those of you out there who need a copy for some reason, you need to remember where you purchased it, and it was either at a town clerk's office or a city clerk's office.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Same thing with birth and death records. We don't issue them, and you would go to Onondaga County Department of Vital Statistics,
Okay.
which is located in the basement of the Civic Center. If you ever needed to get a copy of either of those, our office does not issue them.
All right. Well, then you said for me to remind you about divorce.
Divorce, yeah. So divorce is basically a Supreme Court action, which we're records clerk for Supreme Court. So a lot of people come and they need a copy of a divorce for many reasons, Social Security reasons, retirement, so forth. So you would come to our office for that if your divorce was filed in Onondaga County. But those are confidential. Those are not in books. They're paper records. Some have been imaged and digitized. But we can provide that for you. You need government issued photo ID. The only people who can get a copy of their divorce are the parties involved or the attorneys of record.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I want people to be clear that we don't have those records available online that someone can search for. Those
Okay.
are including separation agreements. We have those too. Extremely confidential.
Well, that's good. That's good. That makes sense. Now, okay. Now we'll fast forward to since you've been there. Now, what new programs have you instituted or brought forth for the public to make things easier, in addition to the digitizing of all the records?
Right. So recently, within the last few months, and we wanted to have a soft rolling out period, and I'm so excited about this because we read a lot about fraud or property fraud, and there's companies out there, legitimate companies, that will take your money to monitor this stuff for you. But I want to be the first to announce this, that we have this program. It's free, no cost to our residents. You can go onto our homepage or you can call us if you're having trouble signing up. It's a property check program. It's to help stop potential property fraud and mortgage fraud. And what I mean by that is we've had a couple of cases, unfortunately, where someone has tried or did successfully try to transfer property in their name. And what I mean is they prepare a deed. Cindy, you own a house. Someone prepares a deed. They can forge your name and so forth. They can record it in our office, and now you don't own your house anymore. Someone else owns it. The same thing with mortgages or liens, because everything is online now, and unfortunately there's bad people out there in the world, and they can get your information, Social Security, credit information, and they can open up a mortgage in your name or home equity loan or something like that. And that would be filed in our office, and you don't even know about it until you get notices that you haven't made your mortgage payment yet. So with this service, you can sign up. You can sign up as many people as you want, and you do it by name. You would click on the program. There's a link prominently on our homepage, and you would put your name in. You could put your address, but we index our records by name. So it's not so important to put the address in, it's important to put your name in. So I would put Lisa Dell, and then any legal document, any document that is filed in our office, you will get a email. You would have to put your email in, you have to have email or a cell phone, and you can get a text message. You'll get information saying this document has been filed in your name. It'll give you an index number, a document, a file number. You call us, our office, immediately, and we will tell you what it is, and we'll provide you a free copy of what that document is. Now, because I'm the county clerk, there's a lot of documents that are filed in my name. So I get the alerts all the time. The program is working very successful. I've had regular residents, outside of our office, sign up for this program, and they're amazed. They call me or email and say, hey, I got the notification. So for those, and I know there's people who don't have computers, don't have emails, or maybe don't even have cell phones, please call my office and reach out to me. I will create a property notification for you, okay, and I will monitor that. So if anything comes up, I will let you know. I've done that for a gentleman. He sent me a nice letter. He said he was elderly. He didn't have a computer. He didn't have a cell phone. So I created one for him. So if anything's filed in his name, I will immediately notify him.
Excellent. That's now. Have you seen? Now, is it on board now? The system, is it working?
Oh, it's working.
Have you had any cases where where people have
Yes.
found something?
Yeah. Yes. Not fraudulently, not illegal, but they knew they were going to the bank and they were getting a home equity loan, and there's a process to get a loan or a mortgage, and then when it was filed in our office, like it's normally, mortgages are filed, the paperwork is, they were notified and they called me up and they said, it worked, the program worked. So I just want to stress that this is free. It's 24/7, no cost. Now, if I put a record on, if I put a record or a legal document on record, okay, right now, at this time, whatever time it is, it might take 15 minutes before you get the notification. So it's not immediate, but it's within that day, and it's usually within an hour or 30 minutes. I just want people to know that. But you're going to be notified. And then once you call us and say what this document is, or if you use our online search to look it up, and you're like, I didn't do this, then we will tell you what you should do. You should contact your local police department or the district attorney's office and file a complaint for possible, fraud, that someone's trying to transfer your property without your knowledge, or someone opened up a loan in your name without your knowledge.
Oh, this is a great service.
It's
people,
fantastic.
People are very clever if they would use their resources for good causes instead of illegal causes.
Right.
But they're very clever in doing things, and the average person like myself, we don't know. No. All of a sudden, there it is. Now it's almost too late.
Right, or it's a process. The one case we had, this is before we had this service. This happened. Someone filed a fraudulent deed, and the person was found out, was arrested, but it went to trial. It takes a long time, and for us to take a fraudulent deed or a lien or a mortgage off record is we need a judge's order. So you're talking the process of contacting the police and filing a complaint, and then if it goes to trial, that could be several months. As you know, you work in the district attorney's office.
Or more. Yeah.
Or more. So people need to be diligent.
Mm-hmm.
They need to be proactive, and they need to sign up for this program. And like I said, if you don't have a computer, or if you don't have a family friend or a relative that can help you, call. I will be more than happy. I'll call me. I'll be more than happy to walk you through how to sign up for it too. We do that all the time, and we want to make sure our residents, our community members, are protected.
Oh, that's a great service. Is there anything in the wings that you see coming down the road that you might be bringing into the clerk's office, or?
Right now, we're just being diligent. We have put surveys out there for people what they want to see on our online search and system, like what records now. We have people who research old records. I did have a clerk, and she's since retired, unfortunately, that was dedicated to putting like old records on, historic records. Because there's a lot of people out there who do that research, or they're researching their family history.
Right, the genealogy.
Right.
Yeah.
So now what we're doing is we're looking at that aspect, those records, and also records that we don't have on our system, getting them on, that what our stakeholders really, really want on there for their ease of their business and what they're doing.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to tell you that I was not aware of all the services, and like I said, I was in the clerk's office a lot. It's amazing the strides you've made. Amazing. And what they can do to find out just about anything when it comes to the deeds, the mortgages, all of that, all the information. You're a veritable fountain of information there. I know you're always willing to help, because anytime I've ever called, right on, you've always helped me. But if anybody has any questions, Now, what is the clerk's office website?
So they can go to www.ongov.net, ONGOV, ongov.net, and click on departments and select county clerk. And then you'll come up with our website, our homepage. That's probably the easiest way. Or just Google.
Right. Always Google. Always Google. Yeah.
Onondaga County Clerk. Because when you Google Onondaga County Clerk, our website comes right up.
Okay.
And you can click on it and so forth. And to sign up for this fraud, I call it fraud alert, possible fraud alerts, your property check alerts, there's a link right on our homepage. You don't have to go searching. And if you want to search our online records, to search the indexes, the names, and the type of document, that is free. But to look at an image or to print an image, there is a cost to that. We offer a $5 24-hour subscription. If you needed a copy of your deed or something else, you can go on for $5, look up your document and print it. Each image is an additional 65 cents. We've kept that low. I'm keeping that low because if you think about the time it takes you, especially from Baldwinsville,
right,
30 minutes because I drive there every day. Park.
Hey.
So it's a convenience we offer. You can come down to our office and drive there and purchase a copy. You can use our public computers for free to look at the images. That's fine. If you want to drive down there, we offer all that. But for your convenience, if you want to stay in your home and browse, our indexes are free. You sign in as a guest. But if you want to purchase anything, you have to create an account.
Okay.
And if anybody has any trouble with any of this stuff, please call me. My staff is the best. Our staff, they're amazing. They've helped me out so much since I became county clerk. And getting all of this new technology in, and everybody's very familiar and will help anybody.
Well, I've always found the county clerk's office to be helpful, supportive, always. It was never one of those deals where you would go in and go, oh God, I don't want to deal with this. Everybody's friendly.
Yes.
Everybody's friendly, helpful. For years and years, it's been like that. But again, I want to thank you for your time and for sharing all this information that I'm sure many of us are not aware of, and now we are, and then keeping up with the times and constantly striving to improve for the residents of our county. Thank you very much, Lisa.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thanks.
I really appreciate it.
Okay.